Started.
Sorry for the delay, everyone. Good evening, good night to present here. I'm Consultant Toastmasters Roshni, and it's my pleasure to welcome you all to this very special night, which is meeting number 294 of the Amrita Toastmasters Club. Let's start with the mission of our club. Here at our club, we provide a supportive and positive experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, which will result in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Now, before we begin, I request everyone to keep your mobile phones on switched off or on silent. As this is a meeting, it would be best if everyone could keep cameras on for as long as possible. Please spam the chat while there is a prepared speaker. And no eating or during the meeting, you can drink water, of course, with barbarians. Disclaimer, no discussion regarding sex, religion, or politics allowed during the meetings are in accordance with Toastmasters national rules. And as we are a college club, that's mind that we shouldn't bring up the institution in a bad light. Now, without any, I'd like to hand control over to our deciding officer, the Master Roshni. Over to the president.
Thank you, Toastmaster Subhashni. Was Toastmaster Subhashni audible and clearly visible? Or was my end reception? Was it a reception problem at my end?
Video is
I
not clear.
think towards the end, Toastmaster Subhashni started cutting out a bit.
Okay, okay. I hope the ground rules she established were clear. And I request, I know everybody's probably in their pajamas and probably half asleep. If any of you are anything like me, I would have slept half an hour back if this meeting wasn't there. But then, hey, VP decided to be creative. Kudos to the Vice President of Education. I'm happy that all of you night owls are present here. So turn on your videos. You knew what is coming. I'll wait for 3 people to turn on their videos before I continue.
Can you see me or is my network bad?
Yes, Toastmaster Kalyani, you're clearly visible. And Toastmaster Ashwin, I think he negatively took his evaluation last time. Subhashni told she was not able to see his eyes. Now it's like totally one black figure.
So my light bulb went off coincidentally.
Good thing the fan is running, or else you'll have light and no air. Okay. I hope more people turn on their videos, and today we'll have the area director also joining us. But okay, I have to say something for the presidential address. And I don't have anything creative to entertain you, but then something self-introspective yet again. Do you wish somebody is going to come and smack you and make you do something that you wish you did instead of procrastinating? Can I get a thumbs up or a
Yes.
raise of hand? Are you waiting for that angel from heaven to come and smack you into doing the thing that you have not been doing, wasting your time with? I say please help AD with joining. So I see around how many hands? 6 hands. So all of the others have no problem in this domain, I guess. So I have a solution, guys. Do any of you want to know? Give me a thumbs up. Do you want to know the solution? I can't guarantee it works, but I think I found it. Okay. Everybody has a phone, right? And it has a recorder app. And your task is to record 2 voice messages, voice notes. I'll give you 1 minute during the meeting duration. One is you scolding you to do it. Another is you coddling you into doing the task. So I'll give you 1 minute timer. So I'm the timer. So I'll time. It's okay. 60 seconds. Mute yourself in this meeting. Record a voice note for yourself and listen to it whenever you feel like you're putting things off. The solution I figured out is only you can help you and nobody's going to help you. And that angel from heaven is not coming to smack you. Okay. 60 seconds. Did all of you get it? All of you give me a thumbs up before you unmute and start recording your voice note.
You should mute and record it, right? Is unmuting
Obviously. A thumbs up in the reaction bar. Okay, this is the indirect TT session. I hope all of you are having your phone and recording the voice note. Am I good to go? 60 seconds? You can continue this later. The app is still going to be there. I'm just creating accountability here. So time starts now. Time's up. Task over. Time's up, guys. Have all of you recorded that 1 minute of message for you? I know you want to talk to yourself, but it's okay. You don't have to listen to it now. Leave it. You can listen to it whenever you want. That voice note is going to be there for you always. Now, I know some of you might have just scolded yourself. How many of you did that? How many of you were kind to yourself?
I could not take scolding myself seriously, and the second one also ended up being casual. So I don't think it worked.
Okay, we'll review your voice note later and we'll see how you can talk better to yourself. Okay. Now, I think that activity is something that can help you. Considering the first year and second years are getting to stay one more month in their houses, and we get to go to hostel, we all need the motivation. It's fine. My part is over. And I hope more of you will turn on your videos. And people who are already asleep, I can't take attendance, so please turn on your videos. Let me introduce the guests. We have a few guests today. Okay, this is a familiar guest. We have had her once. Rishika Madan, guest Rishika Madan, please introduce yourself and maybe tell us something interesting about your day. Guest Rishika, are you there? Guest Rishika?
Hello, sorry, I just faced a bit of an internet issue. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Uh,
That's okay.
Hello, everyone. I'm Rishika Madan. I'm currently in 12th grade, probably the youngest in the meeting. In the first session. So, in the second session, and I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you.
Welcome, guest Rishika. Can you tell us something interesting about your day or in general? Anything? Maybe board
Well,
exams,
today,
anything?
yes. So, our recent exams just got over, the finals for 11th grade. But otherwise, it was just a normal college day. And yes, we did get our report cards today. So, yeah, I think that was the final milestone for 11th grade and starting 12th grade. And I look forward to this year. Thank you.
All the best. Thank you for telling us. You have so many people in this meeting who have drove themselves crazy in that 1 year of 12th grade. So yeah. And moving on, we have guest Drushik. I know you're starting to become a regular, so introduce yourself and tell us something interesting which you haven't told us before.
Okay. Hi everybody. I'm Dushika Himanan. And today I think I might have slept around 15 to 16 hours. So that's a new milestone for me. Very interesting day today. So yeah.
Welcome, Drushik, and that makes me feel better. I binged a series for I think 16 hours as well. You slept and I watched series.
Yeah, you
They're
probably
doing good.
had a more productive day than me. I'm not even joking.
Yeah, at least you're well rested. You get it. And we have another guest. I see a new person, guest Harini. Welcome to Amrita Toastmasters Club. I think you're a first timer here. So please tell us who you are, introduce yourself, and maybe tell us something interesting, quirky, weird, whatever represents your personality.
Uh, I'm Harini from Triple E department. And currently I'm doing something regarding my YouTube channel, something like that, growing, taking content like that. Nothing.
That's interesting. If you're comfortable, you can share the handle with us. We can support you.
Yeah,
Maybe we can enjoy your
it's
content
Harini
as well.
Sasikumar. Yeah.
Okay. Welcome to the club, guest Harini Sasikumar.
Thank
I
you.
hope we can see you in more
Thank
upcoming
you.
meetings. I hope you have fun
Yeah.
today. And we
Yeah.
have one last, yeah, welcome. We have one last guest, Sarat Chandra. Guest Sarat Chandra, please introduce yourself and tell us something interesting.
Hi, good evening. So I think this is my second session, and I'm in same class as Sean is. Hope you guys know Sean. I think you guys know Sean. So nothing interesting happened today in my life. I think I went to gym and I think I have one small vein coming. I don't think you guys can see or something, but I have a small vein coming out of my hands. That's a good thing happened to me today. Thanks.
Welcome, guest Sarat. Now you made me feel guilty for not working out. Never mind. Once this meeting is over,
You're
I'm going
welcome.
to do a 20-minute AMRAP session.
You're welcome.
Yeah. People who want to join me for the workout after 10:30, please do join me. And last but not least, this is not a guest. This is our very own area director. Welcome, sir. Would you like to say something to us before we start the meeting?
Yeah, thank
Toastmaster
you.
Muthukrishnan.
Thank you, Roshni. Hope I'm audible and visible. Thank you. Hi, hello, Amrita Toastmasters. It's been long. I joined in an online session with you guys. I just thought to, I'm an uninvited guest for today's meeting. Roshni had not formally invited me for today's meeting. I saw your flyer and I thought what you guys are doing in 9 p.m. in the night. So I just want to come and witness and just enjoy the session. And what happened? You have any questions for me, Roshni, as you asked for the other guest?
Which day, sir? I don't remember. I asked so many questions too. Maybe how was your day?
Fine.
Tell us that. I know you went to
Yeah,
work today.
today's day it's yeah, I'm from work. I had work, and today is a one very good day. And officially, we have added Western Ghats Coimbatore Toastmasters Club. It's a community club which we have charted, and it is reflecting in our area dashboard. So that is the interesting news I would like to convey you guys.
Sure, sir. We'll support WTC from now. And I hope you enjoy today's meeting. We have a very interesting theme and TMOD, TT session all planned. And we have 22 people in this meeting, which I'm so happy about. And without further ado, I would like to pass on the control to TMOD and wish everybody to have a great meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Sean.
Wow, I see the chats. I'm surprised you guys don't know me. Okay, fine. Look, I might have skipped a few meetings,
does not mean that I deserve to be forgotten about. So, the theme of today's meeting is stargazing, and I took it because I particularly enjoy looking up at the stars when I stay up all night. So, this is not just about stars, but it's also about all the night owls out there. This is a meeting to celebrate us, hence it being at 9 p.m. Here's a quote: "If you are late enough, every night owl becomes an early bird." Uh, don't ask me who made this quote. I have no idea, but I've taken this to mean that I've taken this as the justification for my night owl behavior. I just stay up all night and then I'm like, no, I'm not a night owl. I'm just an early bird. So the point of the meeting, you might have seen that my camera switched off, right? So the point was I would switch on my camera and we would look up at the stars together. But I've been told that the stars are not visible from my camera, which kind of makes the point redundant. But I'll have you guys know that from my very well viewing position, I can see Polaris, the North Star. I can see Alpheus. I can see Sirius. I can see a lot of major stars and constellations. So, yeah, just want to let you guys know that I've truly immersed myself in our theme for today. So, before I go on and on about it, and believe me, I can and I will go on and on about it. We have our general evaluator, who's wait, no, tag team first, right? Or general evaluator? Oh, general evaluator. I'd like to invite our general evaluator for today to introduce both herself and her tag team. So please welcome Toastmaster Subhashini, who's our general evaluator for today.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Am I audible and visible?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So, good evening. Good evening, everyone. I am Toastmaster Subhashini, and I will be your general evaluator for today. So, before I explain what my role is, I- I'll introduce my tag team. The tag stands for timer, arc counter, and grammarian. So these are the people who are vital to helping me out and maintaining that and ensuring that this meeting goes as planned. So first of all, we'll
Who was I called? Toastmaster Subhashini, are you there?
Yes, I think
yeah.
towards the end she sort of cut out a bit.
Okay. Hi guys, I'm your timer for the day. And I will be timing each and one of you whenever the control is given to you and whenever the stage is yours. And there are some timing criterias to make sure we stick to our designated time limits. And those are, we have, as usual, there are 3 sessions for today's meeting, considering it's a normal meeting. There is a prepared speaker, and their time limit is 5 minutes to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, I'll show you a green card. At 6 minutes, I'll show a yellow card. At 7 minutes, I'll show a red card. And after that 30 seconds, the grace period, the speaker will be time disqualified. Similarly, for individual evaluation session, we have 2 to 3 minutes, where at 2 minutes, I'll show the green card. 2 minutes, 30 seconds, I'll show the yellow card. At 3 minutes, I'll show the red card. After which, at 3 minutes, 30 seconds, the 30-second grace period, the individual evaluator shall be time disqualified if they take more than 3 minutes, 30 seconds. And for all the guests and people in the meeting, the table topic session, this is the timing criteria that you are supposed to remember. It is 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I'll show a green card. At 1 minute 30 seconds, I'll show a yellow card. And at 2 minutes, I'll show a red card. After which 30 seconds, at 2 minutes 30 seconds, even the speaker continues speaking, they will be time disqualified. I hope that criteria is clear and I can drop it in the chat also for the new members. Thank you. Over to the general evaluator, Toastmaster Subhashini.
Thank you, Toastmaster Roshni, for effectively explaining your role. Now I'd like to call upon the R counter for today's meeting.
Hi guys, am I audible and clear?
Toastmaster Anand. Yes, you are audible.
Yes. So good evening guys, and today I will be the accounter. My name is Anand Mahadev, and as an accounter, my job is to count the filler words that every speaker use. So filler words are like etc. Now these filler words actually break the flow of the speech. So for example, if I start speaking like, "Hi guys, I'm Anand Mahadev," and if I speak like this, you guys will get distracted and the speech will be not in flow. So these are to be avoided by every speaker. And at the end of the meeting, I will provide you with the statistics of how many filler words that each of you use. And by this, you will be able to improve your next speech. So thank you. Over to the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anand, for explaining the role of the R counter. Now I'd like to call upon our grammarian for today, Toastmaster Damini.
Am I audible and visible?
Yes.
Yes.
Hi, Toastmasters. Good evening, night. I'm not sure what to call it because it's 9 p.m. Okay, so my role as your grammarian today is to give you a, a word of the day that I shall shout you out if you use it in the end. Also, I shall be that's not my primary role, obviously. It's called grammarian because I'm keeping track of how you speak, the grammar you use, the good vocabulary, and perhaps areas of improvement that you make. So today's word of the day is cynosure. It's spelled Cynosure. I shall type it out in the chat. So basically, it has two meanings, which I felt were very relevant to our theme today, which is stargazing. One is to serve as a the direction or as a guide, kind of like a purpose, and two, something that is the focal point or the center of attraction. And usually, this word had initially come up as to describe the North Pole. I mean, the North Star, sorry. So, two examples where you can use it is her beaming smile was a cynosure of the photograph. Another example is the North Star stood out as a true cynosure amidst the darkness. Is the meaning clear? Are the examples clear? Okay, I shall pass it back
Yes.
to Toastmaster Subhashini.
Thank you, grammarian. So now I will introduce the tag team, the special people who would be helping me out with my role. What is my role? So the purpose of the general evaluator is to evaluate everything that takes place during the meeting. The meeting started on time. Was it ready? Were the guests welcome? And during the meeting, I will take notes on everything that happens and doesn't happen, evaluate every participant on the meeting program, and look for good examples of preparation, organization, delivery, enthusiasm, and performance duties. Now, at the end of the meeting, myself and the entire team will deliver our reports. Over.
Thank you, Toastmaster Subhashini. Uh, just making sure that your sorry, just make sure that your Wi-Fi is all right when you're giving your report. So, stargazing. Stars have always been around, like not many people pay attention to it, especially now. They're not much of an importance. They just a splash of white across a dark sky. They just add beauty to a night sky. But back in the olden days, stars were an important cynosure. There you go. That's the word of the day used. For ancient mariners, to them, stars were their lifeblood. Watching the stars, one second. Watching the stars at night is what led them throughout the stormy and dark seas. This is what led them to their this is what led them to their ports, the sailors of the Arabian Sea and the Atlantic Ocean and the Pacific Ocean and the seven oceans. My bad. Is it wait? I'm confused about how many seas and oceans we have. My bad. Stars are a very important thing for a person. Obviously, the most relevant one in our life, the sun. Without it, which life would not have been possible. So, just next time when you go out, I have lost the meeting. Next time when you go out at night, just take a look up at the stars, and have an existential crisis about how you're insignificant and you are a speck compared to the rest of the universe, uh, or not, or just appreciate the beauty of this stars and move on with your life. I'd like to call upon. Oh, wait. Sorry, my network is kind of catching up. Just, am I audible?
Yeah, Sean, you're audible.
All right. Oh, Toastmaster Muthukrishnan left. All right. Next up, I'd like to call. It's time for our prepared speech session. We have one prepared speaker for today, Toastmaster Aarti. Before she comes up to the stage, I'd like to call upon her individual evaluator, Toastmaster Ashwin, to talk about her project and its goals. Toastmaster Ashwin.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
Yep.
I may not be visible because my light bulb went off, so I apologize for that. All right, so good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I am Ashwin, and I will be the individual evaluator for Toastmaster Aarti today. Toastmaster Aarti will be doing her L2P2 today, that is Level 2 Project 2. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice the skills required to connect a new and unfamiliar topic with the audience. I will be evaluating her based on the ability to present this unfamiliar topic in a way that keeps the audience engaged. So I wish you all the best, Toastmaster Aarti. Over to you, TMOD Sean.
Thank you very much. Toastmaster Aarti, are you ready?
Yes.
Toastmaster Aarti, popcorn brain, Toastmaster Aarti.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Before timer starts, am I clearly audible and visible?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. So, since my childhood, my forever dream.
Toastmaster Aarti,
Yeah, you can start. Sorry.
I'm sorry
Yeah.
to interrupt, but do you want to set a more clearer angle?
Um, Is this okay? I mean,
Center yourself, give yourself better space so that it's not too crunched up.
yeah, practice that. It's not an issue.
Just
Okay, then.
okay with your individual evaluator and you can start. So once the individual evaluator feels it's okay, you can start.
Yes, it's fine.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. So yeah. Okay. Ever since my childhood, my wish was to witness a Shreya Ghoshal concert, and that wish finally came true. I was there in a concert space, witnessing the melody queen, my all-time favorite, my biggest role model in singing, Shreya Ghoshal, singing her most popular songs. And I was like, what more do I want in life? And suddenly, she sang one of my most favorite songs of all time, which is Sun Raha Hai Na Tu. So it was like, she started, Manzile Ruswa Hai. And then she came in front of me, kept the mic next to my mouth, and asked me to continue. I was literally, shivers were running down my spine. I was like, oh my God, what is happening? And then I woke up. Time 7 a.m. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. This is just one of the dreams that I see. But on a daily basis, I see so many dreams. And those dreams are not necessarily, I don't need to sleep to see those dreams. Daydreaming, of course, I think most of us would be familiar with that term. I daydream all the time. Just give me a moment and I will daydream. For example, my professor is taking a very important subject, a subject which is like very important for my data science career, that it's very, very important. But in my mind, for some reason, I am in Los Angeles singing Shake It Off with Taylor Swift. And imagine another situation. Imagine that I'm talking to my parents. I'm like, Amma, this happened. Amma, that happened. But in my mind, for some reason, I won the world championship of public speaking. And then imagine that I'm like walking in the ground or like riding my bicycle, something. In my mind, for some reason, I'm the captain of Indian women's cricket team, even though I don't know anything about cricket. So you see how much my thoughts are related to my work. Don't mind the sarcasm, it's fine. But then I thought that these are just random daydreams, random thoughts that keeps coming to me, and it might go in a while. But a few months ago, I realized that these are not just any daydreams or any thoughts that come. It's not only that. These thoughts are due to a cognitive impact in my brain that scientists and psychologists call the popcorn brain. You might be thinking, popcorn brain? What is that? Is that something like your brain made up of popcorn? Well, no. It is popcorn brain is defined as the condition of the brain where you're constantly distracted or you have a very short attention span. For example, let's say you want to prepare for your upcoming midterm exams. You take your notes, see that for 10 seconds. After that, you want to look at your mobile. And in your mobile, you want to see Instagram. You will see some random post, like it, and then for some reason, you want to read an age-old chat. After that, you want to eat something and you'll eat something and come back, study, and still you won't stick to it. I mean, your thoughts are rapidly changing, your mood is rapidly changing. How many of you actually experienced this kind of rapid change of mood? Can I have a raise of hands? Yeah, most of you, right? Yeah. So no, my brain is not made up of popcorn. My brain is just producing popcorn that I can't even eat. So yeah. Okay, fine. Maybe we have a popcorn brain. But what are the symptoms? How do we know that we have a popcorn brain? Some of them are getting easily distracted with social media, getting distracted by even a single notification, feeling mentally exhausted, and constantly switching over tasks. These are the main symptoms. And to be honest, when I read these symptoms, I knew that maybe I have a chance of having a popcorn brain. Because when I was typing the script of the speech, I was typing, but my mind asked me to go to YouTube and search for the recipe of strawberry cheesecake. So yeah, popcorn brain is quite common. Anybody can have that. You might be thinking, okay, it's common. Maybe we don't have to pay much attention to it. But having popcorn brain might lead to some long-term, it might start with some short-term effects like forgetfulness, impaired decision-making, and loss in concentration, and it might transition into many more long-term effects like amnesia, depression, and many more. All of this might be affecting our youth, and going on, it might affect our old age as well. So how do we prevent this popcorn brain? How do we calm this popcorn brain down? Well, reducing this popcorn brain needs time and effort and consistency. We have to follow some steps regularly. First thing, we have to disable all the notifications. I mean, not all the notifications, the notifications which are very distracting. For example, it might be a shopping app reminding you to shop, or a food delivery app reminding you to order food, something like that. You should disable all of them. Secondly, you have to keep your phone or electronic gadgets really away from you. Like either keep it in the next room or you can keep it inside a cupboard. Don't check it first thing in the morning and don't check it before going to bed. Third thing, time bound yourself. Just restrict yourself while using electronic gadgets. I mean, not electronic gadgets, social media specifically, because they are the main triggers of popcorn brain. Time bound yourself that I will only use social media for 1 or 2 hours. I know it might be something that requires a lot of effort. You might be feeling like, okay, fine, it will take a long time. And believe me, the end result will be worth it. It does require consistency, it does require time, but let's be patient. Let this popcorn brain calm itself down, and let's have some real popcorn instead of having some popping in our brain. Thank you. Back to Toastmaster Rohit.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aarti. All your talk of popcorn has made me hungry. I did eat dinner right before this, but now I'm craving popcorn. Um, so, right, I'm, sometimes I wonder if I have popcorn brain myself, given how easily distracted I am. So, I'm standing out here. I am facing the very real possibility of being kamikazed by a bat. I am facing the possibility of rain. I am facing the probability that my parents will come up and be like, Sean, what are you doing out on the terrace in the middle of the night? I'm also facing the possibility that my sister will lock me out accidentally. She'll just see, oh, why is the terrace door open, and then just lock me out. That would be a very awkward way. I'd just be banging on the door, wake up everyone. Oh, talking about waking up everyone. I also have the probability of dealing with angry neighbors because I'm probably talking way too loud for this time of the night. But hey, at least I get to see the stars. I'll share a photo with you guys later, and it's me, a picture of the night sky. Wow, what a surprise! But the only star you can see in that is Sirius, which is the brightest star, and that I don't know if that says more about my camera quality or about how heavy the clouds are. Fingers crossed, it doesn't rain. While I wait for it to not rain, I'd like to hand over control to the table topics master, Toastmaster Pujashri, for a very, very exciting session on table topics while I make sure to get an umbrella in case it rains. Toastmaster Pujashri, over to you.
Thank you, Sean. So, hello, guys. Should I say good night? I don't know. So, yeah. Yeah, let me pick my first victim. I think I can pick Toastmaster Aditya. His background suits for the theme. Yeah. Toastmaster Aditya, are you ready?
Yes, Toastmaster Pooja, go on.
Yeah. Okay. So, could you share us a stargazing memory from your childhood?
Okay. So, a long time ago, let's say around 7 years, I received a very special birthday gift, and it was a telescope. It wasn't the best telescope. Obviously, at that point, you had toy telescopes and the like. But to me, it meant the world because I've always been very into astronomy, the stars, planets. I always loved that sort of thing, anything to do with space. So when it came to such a monumental gift, in my heart, the first thing I did was take it to the terrace and try it out. And I didn't see anything, which might be a testament to how polluted our cities are or how cloudy it was that night. But I didn't see a star and I was very disappointed. Later that same month, I went to Ooty and I got taken to Dodabetta, which is one of the highest peaks in the Nilgiris. And my grandfather told me, look up now. And when I looked up, I saw millions of tiny little points in the sky. Sort of how you can see in this background, but not as vivid. But they seemed so beautiful, so ethereal, like a cynosure that you couldn't stop gazing at, not even if you tried. It was a spectacle of nature. It really makes you think, what's out there? Why are you here and why is that there? Do you ever get to go there? Do you ever imagine that? And it is one of my fondest memories because it was the first time I ever thought, I am here and there is somewhere out there. There is a whole world and universe that I am free to explore and observe. And in that moment, you feel so small, but you feel so free. You don't feel bound by anything. It's like a symbol of infinity that you get to look up every night and you get to look at these little points of light in the sky and you feel taken over by them. And I think that's a beautiful feeling. And if you haven't gone stargazing yet, go to a mountain or any place where you don't have as many clouds and do try it out. It will change your life forever. And that was my fondest memory. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aditya, for sharing your experience. So next, I would like to call guest Drushik. Guest Drushik, are you there?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So, have you ever tried to photograph the stars? Like share your experience.
Oh, yeah. Hello, everybody. My name is Tushik. And yes, I have tried to photograph the stars before with my phone, which is the biggest mistake you will probably make when you're photographing stars. I had this really, really old phone that my brother gave to me when he moved to college. And I was so pumped, this is the first time I ever owned a phone. And I really love to just sit next to my window. At the time, I was living in Mumbai, and I used to love to sit next to the window, look at the moon, and the moon bounce off the sea, and just look at the stars at night. It was a very, very fun thing to do. And one day I was just sitting, and I was on a call with my friends as well, and I was like, guys, just look up into the sky. It's amazing. They're like, we don't stay with you. What do you mean? So I tried to take a photo of the stars, and of course, I failed miserably. And all they could see is like a white light in the sky, which is not the most flattering view. And that time I realized that I don't think phones can take photos of the stars or the moon. And in the next few years, the Samsung phone came out that takes perfect pictures of the moon. So yeah, that's my experience with taking photos of the moon and the stars. Thank you.
Thank you, guest Drushik. Next, I would like to call guest Parvati. Guest Parvati, are you there? Guest Parvati. Okay, fine. It's fine. Also, I would like to call guest Sarat Chandran. Chandra, are you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Yeah. So, do you have an favorite stargazing spot? Could you describe it?
Yeah, I do have a favorite stargazing spot actually. It's my terrace. Like I'm living in a flat, so at the top of 15th floor, I have a open terrace, and that's where I sit alone and gaze at the star. And also, if we can consider the sun as a star, I usually sit there during sunset and I watch the beautiful scenery where the sun is setting down to the sea. So so that's my favorite sport actually.
Yeah, thank you, guest Sarath. Next, I would like to call guest Harni.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite star and why?
Um, my favorite star is I'm not much into that. You're asking, can you hear me?
Yeah, Harni. Should I ask you another question?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Have you ever seen a shooting star? Um, could you describe your experience also?
Shooting star. Actually, I can you ask some other question? Sorry.
Hello?
Can you ask some other question? I don't have experience with that.
Fine. Have you participated in a stargazing event or club?
Yeah, actually, once in a school they have conducted a in a school they conducted a stargazing event, and I participated there, and we have fun. Like it's they call it like group of friends there, like group of people there from a school, and we used to stargaze, and uh it was that fun. That's all. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you, guest Harni.
Yeah.
I would like to call uh, Toastmaster Kalyani.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what is the most unusual thing you have spotted while stargazing?
Unusual thing. Okay, so I am a person who still believes that aliens exist. I do not know whether some people will consider that idea as immature, but sorry, I do really consider that aliens exist. Though I have never met one in person, though I wish to meet one in person. So the fact that I may have Toastmaster Aarti said, I too have a popcorn brain. So I probably imagined I saw a UFO while stargazing. I have done stargazing like twice or thrice. Though I do have a good open terrace, I've never done stargazing properly. Though once I may have imagined I saw a UFO, probably seeing some other planet, seeing, I don't know, for some reason I thought I saw it. And another event was when I saw a red star. Probably it was some planet which was visible during the night. I thought of it as, I do not know. I thought, I never knew that stars could, like planets could be visible in the night sky until then. It was when I was really young. So I went on Google and I searched, and it was one of the planets. I do not remember exactly. So I would consider me seeing a planet and discovering that planets can be seen in the sky at different times of the day. Sometimes it's visible in the morning, and sometimes evening, and many times at night. And my immature thought of seeing a UFO. Yeah.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kalyani. Next, I would like to call Toastmaster Anand. Toastmaster Anand, are you there?
I'm away for today. Can I do it?
Hello? Are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, sure.
I'm the art counter for today. Can I do it?
Anand, I'll take over. It's fine. I'll count your filaments. You can take it.
All right then. Okay.
Okay, fine. So, what's your favorite stargazing snack or beverage to enjoy while observing this night sky?
Okay, that's a nice question, really. So, actually, my favorite snack is Gobi 65. I think I shouldn't call it a snack, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if it's like a lunch or a snack or a starter during a dinner. But I love Gobi 65. And what I do is I sit in the terrace and I start watching the sky. So this is my habit, okay? I do it daily. I go to the terrace at 7 p.m. or something, and I sit there for a while. I do meditation for a while to clear up the popcorn mind. And then after a while, I again go to the terrace by like 10 p.m. and the stars will be clearly visible. They'll be the sign or shore of the sky. And yes, so I think Gobi 65 would be the best thing to eat while I watch the sky. But I'm not really a person who will eat at the terrace because there will be not much lights. And while I'm enjoying the sky, I normally don't do another work. So, yes, thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anand. So, next, I would like to call Toastmaster Malavika.
Yes, can you hear and see me?
Yeah. So, could you share a stargazing playlist or a piece of music that enhances your experience?
I actually do not have a stargazing playlist, but I think one of the memories I have of stargazing linked to anything that is lyrical is a poem about stars. This is one I've recited before. I do not have the lines by heart, but it's something connected to Origins of Life, written by someone called Mary Howe, where she says, you know, do you want to go back to when we were just a small brimming dot? And why I bring up this, I distinctly remember when I used to live in Bali, where I was born and brought up. We had a parking lot, and you could see the stars best from the parking lot. And for some reason, the only stars I'd ever spot was Orion's belt. I could never make out the entire constellation for some reason. I was always used to be confused for the longest time. But you could always see Orion's belt. And we had some story in school about Orion's belt. I forget what the story was, but that is a star that stood out to me. And I remember I would stand in this parking lot and I haven't gazed at the stars. I've gazed at different places because you can see them clearer in Etimade, you can see them clearer even in Kerala. But my most fondest memory is standing in this parking lot, looking up, and I'd always come back to this poem. So it's not a song, but this poem that I would go back to. I do want to go back to when we were all a small big dot, and it makes me realize that we are all made of stardust. It's famously said by Carl Sagan and others that we all come from the same elements that stars are made of. So I think that is my go-to poem. You can check it out. It's written by Mary Coy, but it's a favorite poem that I think, and I'll always keep going back to. Just
Thank you, Toastmaster Malavika. Now, next, I would like to call guest Rishika. Yes, Rishika, are you there?
Hello? Yes, I'm here.
Yeah. So, how do you feel about the idea of space tourism and potentially stargazing from space?
The idea of space tourism is really, really exciting, and I'm sure everyone would really want to delve into space tourism, explore outside, see if there are actually multiverses, if there are other universes, other Earths, other human beings like us, but in different dimensions, like how they show in the sci-fi movies or probably in the Spider-Man movies. And that would be so exciting. Or maybe just exploring extraterrestrial extraterrestrial planets like Mars, and maybe setting up civilization, or going to Venus, and then just like how we explore countries, how we're so keen to go to countries within Earth itself, but now you want to go and see outside in space. And stargazing in space, like if if stargazing at Earth only is so ethereal, in space it would really be something else. And yes, I do encourage the idea of space tourism, and I really look forward to it, maybe in the near future.
Thank you,
Thank,
guest Rishika.
thank you.
Next, I would like to call Toastmaster Samir. Toastmaster Samir, are you there?
Yeah, am I audible?
So, yeah, you're audible. So, if you could name a constellation after yourself, what would it look like?
Wait, can you repeat if I could do what to myself?
No. If you could name a constellation after yourself, what would it look like? Will it look like a lion, or it would look like a sheep or so?
Oh, okay, that's uh, okay. Well, general convention would be to name myself for the constellation to look like the kind of animal, the kind of spirit that I represent. Um, so if that were the case, I would have to say some sort of maybe a wolf, but I don't want to go with the conventional route. So maybe I'll name. So maybe I'll make my. Oh, I have a good idea actually. I'll make my constellation look like Keanu Reeves because I'm such a huge fan of Keanu Reeves. I think I love his movies. I love Cyberpunk 2077. That's the character that he plays in that game is my most favorite one. So yeah, I'd like the constellation that's named after me to look like Johnny Silverhand, especially that cool pose that he makes in the poster. Or I just want to either that or I just want the constellation to say you're breathtaking. Yeah, I just want a huge star made poster saying you're breathtaking to the entire earth. Yeah, that's what I have to say. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Samir. So, any volunteers to volunteer? Yeah, Toastmaster Roshni. So, I have a good question for you. So, do
Just a
you
second.
prefer?
Just a second. Which
Yeah,
Roshni are
okay.
you talking about? We have two Roshnis in the meeting.
You just raised your hand.
Yes,
right?
Vishwa.
But considering the other Roshni doesn't have any role or turn, I want the
Post the
other
next
Roshni
question
take
to
it
her.
up. Okay. Can somebody time me?
Why?
I'll time you.
Timer Aarti. Or okay, Kalyani, yesterday's timer will also work.
Fine.
Okay, yeah. Shoot me.
Yeah.
Shoot the
So,
question.
do you prefer stargazing alone or with a company? Why?
You guys shape these questions for me. Again, this is one problem that I thought was not required for this phase of my life, and I'm thinking about other problems, and you bring this up. Good job, Toastmaster Pooja. Right now, for the next 2 to 3 years, I prefer to do it alone. And after that, I might have company. Now, why would I want to look at the stars alone? It's like you people are stars, and I think each and one of you are books to read and stories to learn from. And those millions of stars have the stories of their own. And I would want to talk to them and listen to their stories, make them my friends. Instead of having another person, just one person, there are like millions of, it's a library versus a book. So I would prefer the sky in the library and talk to each and every one of them. And another reason, the person near me won't think that I'm crazy talking to the stars. So, yeah, my answer would be the library, the millions of stars. And why would I want to do it with stargaze with another person? probably with the company in few years is that maybe the stars will get bored of me or I'll get bored of stars. Change is constant. So I can do it with the company for the next few years and then get bored of the company again. I'll go back to the stars. I'll keep switching. I hope this answers the question without actually answering the question.
Yeah, I got it. Thank you,
Okay, yeah.
Toastmaster Roshni. So I would like to call another Toastmaster Roshni in our meeting. Are you there, Toastmaster Roshni?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah. So, do you prefer observing stars in a rural or urban setting and why?
I think rural because one of my earliest memories of stargazing was in my village. I remember this day when it rained in the evening, and my aunt took me out and we danced in the rain and we had so much fun. We had music on, and then we came back. We took a shower. We got freshened up, and then it was night. It was dark by the time we were all good to go. And then my aunt got me fresh pakodas, and we just sat on the terrace with the bed, and we were just looking up the stars, and she was singing, and that was, I think for me, that is my earliest and the best stargazing memory I've ever had. So yeah, I guess I prefer rural areas. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Roshni. So I would like to end my session. So over to Toastmaster TMOD. Over to the TMOD. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Pujishri. So, growing up in a city, I growing up in an urban city, you don't really get an opportunity to see the stars because of all the light pollution, because of all the smog and stuff. You don't get to see the stars. You don't get to enjoy the night sky in its full splendor. So, every time I got an opportunity to, I always made the most of it. In Dubai, the only time where I could have gone to go see the stars would have been in the middle of the night, in the middle of a desert, which, well, my parents go to sleep at 9 p.m. So that should give you an idea about how frequent my stargazing opportunities were in Dubai. When I came to Amrita, one of the things that I noticed when I was staying out was the night sky. From our ground, you get an excellent view of the night sky. And I remember for a majority of my first year, every evening I used to go to the ground and just sit there with a bunch of friends, and we just sit there and talk while just staring up at the stars. And it was a lot better before they installed the light, the giant light. Now I can't see the stars. It's all it's all been ruined. Terrible day actually. So oh yeah, another thing. Growing up, I never understood the point of constellations. Like I would people would be like, "Oh, that's a scorpion." I'm like, "No, that's just a bunch of stars." I have no idea but how did you look at that and think, "Oh, that's a scorpion," or "That's a lion," or "That's literally anything," right? Like because I could just look up at a bunch of stars and say that's Pegasus. Is Pegasus a constellation? Is it? No, I don't think
It
Pegasus
is a
is a constellation.
constellation. It
Oh
is a
no.
constellation.
Oh my God. I might have just discovered what every person who named a constellation went through. They just pointed up at a bunch of stars and called it a name, and then people just gaslit themselves into thinking that, oh yeah, it does look like it. So the point is, it's not true for all, because currently I'm staring up at the Big Dipper, Ursa Major, and it does look like a Big Dipper. So I'm just like just questioning my entire existence and my thought of life, because that actually looks very much like a Big Dipper. And I understand how it got the name Big Dipper. And now I'm like, oh, what if all constellations actually look like what they're named after, and not just some gaslighting scam made by ancient philosophers. So there's a point for you to ponder about in the future. Are constellations just gaslighting mechanisms made by the ancient people, or are they really there? With that, I think we've come to the end of our close to the end of our meeting. Well, I think with a few more people speaking, we'd have come to an end. So I'd like to thank all of you for attending. It's a very novel experience having a Toastmasters meeting this late. So good night, people, and I'd like to hand over control over to the general evaluator, who will introduce both the individual evaluator and the tag team for the reports.
Hello, everyone. Am I audible and visible?
Yep.
So, good evening, everyone. This is the start of the general evaluator session where we will be evaluating the entire session as a whole. So, before we start, let's first have the individual evaluator of our prepared speaker today deliver their evaluation. So, I'd like to call upon Toastmaster Ashwin to deliver his evaluation.
Hello, am I audible? Okay. So firstly, congratulations on completing your L2P2 Toastmaster Aarti. And before I begin my evaluation, I'll quote you back. I see so many dreams that I don't need to sleep to see those dreams. Popcorn brain. I think I speak for everyone here that we all have some form of attention deficiency as a cynosure in our lives, or it's just me. Anyway, Toastmaster Aarti. At first, I did think that you got tickets to Shreya Ghoshal concert in Chennai and got into the fan pit. But then your element of surprise came into play, waking us up from your dream. That was a great introduction. And in the words of the Sadhukar from Dune Part 1, dreams are messages from the deep. And I must say, this was a deep dive into your train of thought. You talked about the various daydreams that you have, and you even introduced the concept of popcorn brain and the lack of attention span in our generation. You used humor quite well in the form of sarcasm in various instances, like decreased productivity, forgetfulness, and impaired decision making. That sums me up practically. But you then provided the cure to this ailment suffered by millions of fellow internet consumers like me. And I was surprised with the popcorn pop, popcorn prop, pop, popcorn pop, popcorn prop, which that you used, which was intriguing. Sorry, my brain is lagging. It's 10. It's past 10 o'clock. So okay, moving on to the delivery. You had good clarity in speech. You were able to excel in communicating to the audience. Your vocal variety was great in many instances. Your use of tone and speed modulation and volume were excellent. You were able to maintain eye contact with the camera that's how much I was able to see online, I believe. You were able to use hand gestures effectively, even in an online meeting. So kudos to you for that. And in all, you were able to have audience engagement, the needs and response effectively with all humor and the popcorn prop. I'm sorry again. All in all, I believe you were able to complete the purpose of your speech quite eloquently, and I'm looking forward to future speech endeavors. All the best.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashwin. So before I get into my report, let me first call upon the timer. Can the R counter time the timer for a timing of 3 minutes for their report? So I'd pass her control to the timer, Toastmaster Roshni, to deliver her report.
Hey guys, I'm back with my report. If you're all awake, just give me a thumbs up. The silence is just giving me anxiety. Okay, yeah, cool. And the people who don't have their videos turned on, give me a virtual thumbs up also. Okay, why do we need a timer? Timer, as in if they give us a slot to speak, we respect them and they respect us. If that has to continue, we have to finish on time, or else they're going to not call us to speak the next time. So that's my importance, and I'm going to remind you how you did throughout the meeting. So let's get started. Prepared speaker 1, popcorn brain, took Toastmaster Aarti took 6 minutes and 15 seconds. And let's go to the TT session. Stargazing, Toastmaster Aditya took 2 minutes and 7 seconds. Speaker 2, guest Drushik, who talked about photographing stars, took 1 minute 25 seconds. Guest Sarath, who talked about stargazing spot, took 35 seconds. And guest Harini, who talked about a stargazing club, took 15 seconds. Toastmaster Kalyani, who talked about UFO, I don't know the topic, but I just noted UFO, she talked about it. And that's 1 minute 32 seconds. Sixth speaker, Toastmaster Anand, who talked about a stargazing snack, which made my mouth water, took 1 minute and 2 seconds. Then stargazing playlist or music, Toastmaster Malavika talked for 1 minute and 50 seconds. And we had guest Rishika talk about space tourism for 1 minute and 10 seconds. And we had Constellation Samir talk for 1 minute 27 seconds. And then Toastmaster Roshni V, who talked about stargazing alone or with company for 1 minute 25 seconds. And Toastmaster Roshni Nadella talked about stargazing in urban or rural areas for 50 seconds. And that's the TT session. I finally see Sean. And the one and only individual evaluator, Toastmaster Ashwin, evaluated for 2 minutes and 35 seconds. And I would like to say we don't have time disqualifications, but we have one time disqualification. It's fine. Yeah. With that, I would like to conclude my timers report. But before I give it to the general evaluator, we all wear the sign assure of today's meeting. There was not one, but all. So thank you all. Over to the general evaluator.
Thank you, timer. Now I'd like to call upon the R counter, Toastmaster Anand, to deliver his report. Timer, could you please time the R counter for 3 minutes as well?
Am I audible and clear? Okay,
Yes, you are.
First PM Subhashini, I actually couldn't listen to her properly because her audio wasn't that much clear. Now it's clear. So I heard one from her, and Roshni was perfect. No us, no filler words. PM Damini had three TM Ashwin had one and one and. TM Aarti, the popcorn girl, had three one like and one TM Sean had 13 and one yeah, and he never showed us the stars, by the way. And TM Pujashri had nine three so, one yeah, and one TM Aditya, nothing really, because I forgot that I was an R counter when I heard your speech. I was so much into that. And guest Rishik had three and one so. Guest Sharath had two and one so. Guest Harini had one 10 one and. TM Kalyani, four one TM Malavika, one Guest Rishika, three TM Samir, the constellation person, had four and then TM Roshni Nadella had one and one Yes. That's it from the counter for today. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, R counter. So now I would like to call upon our grammarian for today, Toastmaster Damini, to deliver her report. Can the timer, Toastmaster Roshni, please time her for 5 minutes? Over to you, Toastmaster Damini.
So I see that 4 people have used the word of the day. First Toastmaster Sean, then Toastmaster Aditya, Toastmaster Ashwin, and finally, very sneakily in her closing, our president used it. Good job, guys. Okay. I tried my best to not be carried away by all of your speeches. And I realized that in that process, a lot of this is not legible, but I will do my best and extract what I can read to show you. Okay, let's see. What more do I want? Could have been what could I want? What more could I have wanted? Dreams I see could be saw. There was a place where you had was used, should have been you'd have. Thought thoughts that keeps in thought that keeps instead of thoughts. I in place of we. Switching over in where it should have been switching between. Might affect where it should have been might be affecting. Someone once said far away where really away instead of far away. I think once the phrase time bound yourself was used, which I'm not sure is accurate. I ever as opposed to I had ever. I used to love that much. I'm sorry, I can't read that. I am living where it should have been I live. Have conducted instead of had conducted. Have had fun where it was have fun. I had seen where it should have been I saw. Watch instead of start watching. Meditate instead of do meditation. Would be instead of are. It should have been would eat instead of will eat. It would be really something else where it should have been it would be something else. I think once entire earth was used instead of entire world in the context of it being in the universe. My most favorite instead of my favorite. I'll make was used instead of I'd make. With a company where it should have been with company. Will get where it should have been would get. With the best bed. Oh, with the bed on the bed. I think once the word production was used instead of production. I got the instead of I had gotten the. I apologize for my handwriting. Thought flies where it should have been thoughts fly. Some sort of attention deficiency where it should have been deficit. Will not call where it should have been would. And I think more than the exact quotes, I wrote down a few things that I liked about your speeches. I really liked that how Toastmaster Aarti concluded her speech. Let's eat our popcorn instead of popping in our brain, something like that. I really liked that. I liked how Toastmaster Aditya I liked how Toastmaster Aditya compared the sky to infinity symbol and said, there's a whole universe out there that I am free to explore. I like how Toastmaster Ashwin said, brains of fellow internet users. I like that Toastmaster Malvika said, we are all made of stardust. I never understood the point of constellations. Truer words have never been uttered. I agree with you completely. And I really found Toastmaster Kalyani's speech wholesome about how she believed that aliens were real and that you could not see planets or other colored beings in the sky. And maybe I agree with her. I shall not be elaborating. Thank you for bearing with my very long report. That's it. Over to Toastmaster of the day.
General evaluator. Good evening, everyone. Am I audible? Am I visible? This is one of the meetings that I was quite excited for. That too after seeing the poster. So I saw the poster being made and I was like, wait, this is really, really interesting. I should join. And both internet and Teams were not on my side. And I apologize for the very bad audio and video. So the meeting started around 9:05, I think. I started the meeting, so I'm not very sure. I apologize for that. Moving on, Toastmaster Aarti, I loved your speech. And I really liked how it started off as a really relatable speech. And instead of just going that way, you actually gave us actionable steps that we could take. And while I think cynosure was the word of the day, popcorn brain was definitely used a lot more. Now, so one thing to note, rather than saying TMOD or TM, it is better to say Toastmaster of the day, General Evaluator, Table Topics Master, and Toastmaster. So rather than reading out the abbreviations, let's expand it while we speak. Okay, so I had a lot of notes for all of the individual speakers, but I don't think we have the time for it. Toastmaster of the day, our constellation.
Are you all right?
Our constellations, what I don't remember exactly what Toastmaster Sean said, but it was something like our philosopher was gaslighting us by calling constellations constellations. Okay, there was something
Yeah,
uttered
something
along those
similar.
lines, and there was something, and there was some support from Toastmaster Damini's side on constellations being a scam. I'm truly disappointed in the two of them. Very, very disappointed. The only scam that took place was, besides Ashwin's 8th grade science project, definitely the fact that this meeting was called Stargazing, but Sean did not show us any stars. So with that, I shall conclude my report. I think I was the most chaotic member in this meeting, so there isn't much I can say. Thank you. Over to the Toastmaster of the day.
In my defense, right before the meeting started, and the meeting didn't start at 9:05, by the way. Right before the meeting started, I did switch on my camera just to show Aarti and Kalyani and Subhashini, just to see if they could see the stars. And they said, no, we can't see the stars. We can see the reflection of light on the river instead. So I was like, okay, then there's no point in me keeping my camera on, because the entire point of me standing on the terrace was to show you the stars, and you guys couldn't see the stars, which is very sad actually. I sent a picture though, so just so that there is proof that I did see stars. So yes, I'd like to hand control over to the presiding officer for her concluding address.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Sean. And hey guys, wake up. Shh. I know you're sleeping, wake up. You're doing that thing you'll do in your
You're awake,
class when your
lady.
teacher is talking. Who called me lady? Pardon yourself.
Okay,
Who is
we're awake,
that
madam.
one devil of a person who
I
called me
I am
lady?
the black sheep. I'm literally wearing a black shirt. I'm the black sheep.
I shall
We
deal
are
with you
awake,
later.
madam.
Essay, we shall deal with them later. Okay. Considering that doesn't happen, you guys are doing the thing where you're in your class, online class, offline class. You pretend to sleep with your eye open. Okay, so give me some reaction in the chat box, like we did yesterday. Unique emoji, probably a emoji that a person before you didn't send. So quick, fastest finger. Okay, I see a cat. I see a parliament. Is that a parliament?
It's a stadium, Roshni. That's a stadium.
Okay. Drishik's emoji looks like he's really sleepy. Parvati is crying. SA has sent the form. People, please start voting once your emoji is done. Okay, I see a cola. Hey, Aarti. Okay, guest Harini is really excited. And then there's a star. Hey, I see what you did there. And I'm hoping you guys are voting. Please do vote. That way, if you want me to finish my speech, you need to vote. SA needs to send me the result, or else my
I
speech
just
will go
joined in
on.
the end, so I won't be voting because it won't be fair. I only saw some people speak or evaluate, so just count 19 minus 1 for the votes.
That's really fair. You can refrain from voting. SA, please count out his vote. So if the SA doesn't send me the result, then we are not finishing the meeting, and I'll talk till next Friday's meeting. So you guys better vote. Once you're done voting, just give me a thumbs up so that I'll get a rough idea. SA, please send the results to me in the WhatsApp chat. And send them to TMOD also. Okay, guys. Now I would like
to say that it's a very tough competition for prepared speaker and individual evaluator. Too much competition there. Not really sure on who to choose.
Yeah. Oh, I think I should also vote. Should I vote? I should vote. Considering that I won't be
You should.
taking my first
It'll help break
election.
the tie.
Considering
As
that
Sean
you're
says,
an
a very
attendee.
difficult choice. Very difficult choice.
Okay, I can't skip. Now I need the form. Where is the form? It's in the chat box. I would like to introduce the deputies. They are going to be helping out the current officers. If you guys didn't know, there is XCOM in the club. They're basically doing all the slavery for this meeting to happen. Sweat, blood, tears, war, battle. Yeah, all of that. So if you don't know the XCOM, it's fine. At least know these deputies. Probably these people will contest in the upcoming elections. The deputy VP is Toastmaster Ishita. She's not in today's meeting. That's okay. You guys can just tell her that you know she is a deputy VP and you can congratulate her. And she'll know that I announced it. And we have our deputy VP membership, Toastmaster Kalyani. And we'll have our
This is Ishita Praveen, right? Not Ishita as in our VPM Ishita.
No, Ishita with the I from Cybersecurity Department who wears a green color tag, Sean.
Cool.
I hope that's clear. And we have our deputy VPM, Toastmaster Kalyani. Round of applause for her for stepping up and doing the gruesome role of VP membership, deputy VP membership. And we have our deputy VP PR, Toastmaster Pooja.
Yeah.
And
Hi.
I really have to remember who this person is. I can't. Yeah, I remember. I just remember. Yeah, Deputy Secretary, Toastmaster Aditya, the TT guy, the new Aditya, the Aditya with the specs. These are the things I can differentiate the two Adityas with.
Yes,
Not
Aditya, you
tall.
I'll take TT guy. I'll take TT guy. It's
Not
fine.
tall is a good description when comparing with me. But sure.
Aditya, let me have TT, all right? You're tall. Let me have TT
Gentleness?
guy.
You can have
Okay,
gentleness.
okay, no more fights. No more fights. No more fights. People are sleeping. If I shout any louder, my mom will come and smack me. And that's not a respectful image for a president. So let me preserve that and let me try to talk low. Yeah, those are our four deputies. We'll get our deputy SAA. When we get them, I'll introduce them. Those are for deputies and they really need to vote. I'm done entertaining you guys. Now, I also want you guys to take a minute and listen to your voice notes while I vote. Please do mute yourself and listen to the voice note that you recorded in the beginning of the meeting. If you don't join late, I have no clue what you're. The voice note is for yourself. So if you didn't record one earlier, if you joined late, record one now. Listen to it while I vote.
Roshni, are you talking to us? Your mic is on mute.
Ah, I wondered why you guys didn't respond so long. Okay, you just missed the most valuable thing I could have ever offered to you, and you'll never know what I was about to tell or what I was talking about. That's for you, Samir. That's for you.
Amrita has water.
They will never get to know what I told because of you, Samir. Stay with that guilt. Okay, now I have the results. Okay, what? There is a what? Okay. Okay, I have the results. It's the most different result I've seen. But before I reveal that, Toastmaster Aarti talked about popcorn brain, right? When she told about popcorn, what popcorn did you guys think? I know there are multiple types of popcorn. I thought of chicken popcorn, which I had this evening. It was from KFC. What types of popcorn did you guys think? Chocolate, caramel?
The plain classic popcorn.
Regular popcorn.
Gourmet popcorn.
Like a vegetarian
Who
popcorn.
thinks of chicken popcorn when you
goes
talk
to
about popcorn?
Yeah, exactly. You think of theater popcorn like cheese sprinkled
Salty
over it.
popcorn.
How about we not ignore the fact that Damini just said vegetable popcorn or vegetarian popcorn? I would like to know what kind of definition that is.
Popcorn by definition is vegetarian. What do you mean? She just brought
Like
up
calling
chicken
a car
popcorn.
a
It's not
plant.
real. It's not real. Okay. I think
Hey, hello,
vegetarian
hello.
claims
Excuse
Guys,
me.
stop this. Stop
Excuse
this
me.
now. It's fine.
Excuse me. Also, I
After
think
the
my
meeting.
role
After
this
the
club
meeting.
is just to pick fights with everyone. So have fun, everyone. I'll pick fights with all of you.
Okay, so if you can drop the type of popcorn that you thought of in the chat box, if it's unique, we can try to make something out of it also. I'm trying to get as much content out of you guys in every single meeting, if you haven't noticed that yet. And I would like to re-emphasize something else. The motto of the club is to be a very respectful, positive, and non-judgmental space where everybody can learn something, take away something. I hope that's maintained and that continues and welcomes more people to come in. Like we all came in because of these reasons. For the sweet place that this is, we'll keep it that way and we'll welcome more people. Just wanted to remind you guys that. And I'll announce the results. Should I announce the result? How many of you want me to announce the result? How many of you don't want me to announce the result? Even if I get one reaction, I'm not announcing the result today. Thank God nobody challenged. Okay. See, the questions answer gap was closed before you reacted, Sean. So no, I'm going to announce the result. The best role player, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Sean. The best tag team role player is Grammarian, Toastmaster Damini. And for the obviously prepared speaker, it's Aarti, and individual evaluator, it's Ashwin. Given that you guys competed with the entirety of India, like we competed to get Air 1 and JEE exams. Good job, guys. And for TT session, there is a tie. Tie between how many people you guess. It's 3. So the 3 people are Toastmaster Malvika, guest Rishika, and SA, you need to be more clear here. There are 2 people with same names here. Just send me the initial or anything.
It's the guest one, I think.
No.
I think
SA,
so.
come on, help me out here. We are waiting for you.
It's not me because I didn't even speak today. So that's the
Yeah,
Okay,
the
then it's Toastmaster
SA
Aditya, the specs guy, the TT
the
guy.
SA is preoccupied. I think she has left.
Okay. The 3-way tie is between guest Rishika, Toastmaster Malavika, and Toastmaster Aditya. So congratulations, all of you. Good job participating. Good job getting your faces on the flyer. Send your pretty faces to the PR team. Speaking of the PR team,
Can't we
awesome
have a
5.
tiebreaker, please? Please,
No, no,
tiebreaker,
it's a
please.
challenge for you.
No, please. I have
And
to figure out how to fit 3 people. No.
that is something my amazing PR team will take care of. PR team, thank you for the amazing flyer. Keep doing a great job. SA, thanks for conducting the meeting effortlessly. NVP, thanks for filling the role players. Secretary, thanks for the agenda. All of my XCOM, thank you. And Deputy XCOM, welcome to the XCOM. We'll try to include you as much as possible. And I would like to pass on the control to the SA if SA is available for the photo session, because that's all from my side. Have that voice note, listen to it whenever you need. You will really need the voice note. So whenever you are in a part of challenge, record 2 voice notes. One is harsh tone, one is very coddling, best, good tone. And listen to it in whichever way you like. Save it with a good name instead of recording 2 or recording 3, which is a default name. Do we have the essay here?
I think not. Roshni, can you
Okay.
take the photo instead?
I can take the photo. Is there anybody else who would like to volunteer to take the photo? Who's in a laptop?
Oh
Who
yeah,
is
someone
using a
on laptop,
laptop?
please.
Well, most people are, I don't know, I can't see most people. I just see Roshni's video, Sean's, and my own video.
Okay, everybody turn on your videos. I'll take it. It's okay. I'll do the sacrifice.
Wait, if I can switch on my laptop in time, I'll take it from my laptop as well. You're in luck, Roshni. I forgot to switch off my laptop.
Sean, did you cut your hair?
No, Samir, it just grew shorter. Shrinked
Wow.
shorter. Yeah.
I don't know.
What's wrong?
CS balded people already.
Oh my god, people have changed. I do not recognize.
Yes,
If
Parvati.
people can grow dumber, hair can grow shorter as well.
Toastmaster Aditya. You'll have a talk with me and the essay later.
Okay.
You're trying to spoil the harmony of this place before the meeting is adjourned. So the 3 people who haven't turned on your video, are you planning to turn on your video, or should we progress to the photo session? Okay, I see guest Roshik, guest Parvati, Toastmaster Pooja.
Actually, my camera is not working, so not a problem.
Okay, guest Parvati.
I will try when it is meeting. 1 second.
Okay.
Pala.
Toastmaster Samir, I'm just warning you, your video is extremely unclear. It's heavily pixelated. See, it's not just that I want it to be heavily pixelated, my system is doing it, or it's your internet. Yeah, it's
Right.
only your face that's not clear.
Yeah, well, I'm becoming one with the cyberspace. I cannot avoid it anymore.
Or you need to talk more clearly and stop calling people lady. Okay, let's continue to the photo
You got
session.
offended.
Oh, I didn't. Okay. So there will be 3 photos, each like in multiples of 3. 3rd second, 6th second, and 9th second. Count. Keep laughing for 10 seconds. Starts. Done. I'm stopping the recording, and with this, I adjourn meeting number 294.